Hello everyone, and welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars video. Today I wanted to show you guys two custom MOCs that I made based off the Christmas X-Wing that was released last year as an employee gift. I really liked that set, and I wanted to have something similar to it, so rather than doing a full X-Wing, because I thought it wouldn't look nearly as well as the actual X-Wing they released, I did a Snowspeeder, which uses the base design of the 2014 one, and I just changed some of the colors, made custom candy cane lasers at the front, and at the back I changed some of the engines, and these designs are completely different from how they were before. I even added a small little astromech socket and a little flag on the back which can move up and down, along with those two blasters there. They can go all the way down, even if that's not very practical. It is a bit weak in certain areas, but I'm still happy with how it turns out, and it's still very swooshable. So when the cockpit opens up, it's just got Luke and Dak in there, but with one difference, their seats are now red. That's literally all I changed from the inside. I just thought it was a fun little thing to include. But one other thing which I figured out while doing this is that I have the R2-D2 head there, and I had an extra body, and it actually works really well as a stand if you place it on a snowspeeder. You can move the astromech legs to get an angle, and you can have it flying like that. And I thought that was really cool, so I'm probably going to have it on that stand all video, but you could obviously just take that off. It really isn't required to be there. But then, to go alongside that, I'll put it off to the side back here. I made a little thing which comes in the original X-Wing set, kind of like a Rebel transport, which you can put a single droid in. I'll put the Christmas tree droid from the 2014 Advent Calendar in there. It's a bit hard to get them in there, but once they're in, it's going pretty tightly. And it can also fit a single minifigure, which I'll put Poe from this year's Advent Calendar in back there. And you can see you can also even take this off just by decoupling it there. Putting it aside, now you just got the first car, which this one is specifically based off that. It's got the little runner board, but that one had a cool design for like how it comes up, but I didn't have those pieces, so I just had it curl around the front here and go into the phone piece there. At the bottom, it uses the exact same design with the kind of skateboard-like wheels. And at the back, you can see the coupler and a few lights. And then now, if I take off Poe here, you can look at the presents. This one has nothing. This one has a tiny little pair of binoculars in there. So that's probably for one of the Hawk generals. And then I'll put these two back on. And those are using the recycling bin piece, because I had a few of those lying around that I haven't used in a while. Then there's obviously a bag sitting there on a little yellow and blue present, same thing on the other side. But now I'll couple up the containers like this. It's pretty easy to do. And now they can move side to side and actually go pretty well. Happy with how that turned out, but I'm going to uncouple them again so we can take a look. The only issue with it is that sometimes they come off like that, but that's not too big of a deal. It's not that big of an issue. So I'll just hook that back on there. And on this one, we've got 3 big crates on it. And at the bottom, I used a different kind of wheel for this one, just because I thought I would change up the design slightly. And it's a lot wider than the normal one, but I thought it was fine regardless. It still has that weight going along the bottom, just not with the same design. But now, let me take off the first crate here. This one has a little bow on it and a little star. And now, if you take it out, there's some gold and possibly some Beskar. I made this right around the time of the Mandalorian episode with Ahsoka, so that's based off the Beskar spear. Yes, I know it's really tiny, but I had to work with what I had, so I thought that was kind of cool reference, even if it's a lot smaller than it actually is. So then I'll put that aside now. Seal it all the way back up. It's a bit hard to get in there because those things kind of stick out a bit too high, but works if you try. Then in this one, I've got a tiny little droid, which I just made from some spare pieces. As you can see, it just used that 1x1 white brick with the eye printed on it. And then in the other crate, I'll put in there, I have a little hat, which can go on the droid, like this. And first you need to move his hands down, like that, and put the hat on top. Now you have a little droid to ride along with. I thought that was kind of cute, even if it's not actually based off anything. I've just tried to make a tiny droid that would fit in the cargo bit. And it's all pretty easy to get back in. You just take it, fit it in, seal it back up. And the hat, you need a whole other container for it because it's actually a pretty big piece inside of here. It has trouble fitting a lot of the time. Sometimes I think you gotta flip it over like that. Oh my gosh, now it's not even fitting in. Yeah, this one's just a pain to get in regardless. There, got it. Now I'll stick those two back on like that. And then this one slightly overhangs the back where you can see there's more lights and a bit of a warning sticker there. Now I'll just attach both of them. Focus on these studs here. And I think that's really all I have to show. So, let's bring over a few more of the figures from this year's advent calendar. Oh, one last thing. In the Snowspeeder, I forgot to put this, but I made a little kind of Christmas themed, I guess you could say lightsaber-ish, but it could be anything. It could also go like that, where you could pretend that the mug is the blade. I feel like I'd seen this in one of the Star Wars TV shows. I recognize it from somewhere. I'm not sure where it appears. Maybe it was in one of the games or something, but I feel like they did a joke with this where one of them was trying to activate their lightsaber. But I'll put that right here. So we can have it right there next to his actual mug. Well, I think that's all I've got time for today. Merry Christmas and good